Hello guys, welcome to Tutorialspoint. This video will be focusing on the synchronization using Thread.Sleep or Thread.Sleep method. Now we have, if you are from Java background, we would have already seen that we make sometimes the thread to sleep. Why do we need to do that? Say, like we need that the system should wait for say X amount of time or for X seconds. Then we call the method that is Thread.Sleep method. This method is for the script to wait, but it is not a very good method because it lets the whole system to wait without any without any conditions. So thread.sleep is a static wait. It is not a good way to use in scripts as it put the system to sleep without any conditions. Now, how do we put it? Say I want my thread to sleep for 1 second. I put it using thread.sleep by 1000. In the function, we pass an integer value, and this value means for how much amount of time you want the thread to sleep. So this would make the thread to sleep for one particular second. Now let's do a quick demo and see the working of thread.sleep. So guys, welcome back again. Just now we saw the working of thread.sleep method. We saw why do we use it. So basically say if I want to synchronize my scripts. Now what do I mean by synchronization? By synchronization I simply mean that say I want to perform a particular operation on a script and I have to wait for a particular element to be available or to appear on my screen. In such cases we use the synchronization concept, right? So the very basic and the very easy functionality which we actually use is the thread.sleep method. See, now what is this? What does the sleep method do? Like we are aware that in Java we can works in different threads. So what we will simply do is we will actually make the current thread to sleep or to go into the background. I know that this would be a costly practice, or it would be cost high on on time and memory, but yes, this is a very basic functionality which we can use, right? Also this would be giving an exception, so we have to catch that by either placing this particular functionality or this particular method into the try and catch block, or by throwing the exception into the method, right? So now let's get started by seeing the working of this particular method. So into my Eclipse I quickly go and I go into the thread sleep demo, the project that I've already created. Into the source I create a new package. I name the package as com.thread.sleep. I go to finish. Now I've got a new package. In the package I create a new class. I name this class as thread sleep demo. Obviously I want the main method to be present, so after that I click on finish. So here's the the output that I've got. Now what I'll do is in this particular function I'll simply start by setting up the property. What property that we have to set? We are already aware about that. We need to set that which driver or which version of WebDriver we would be using. So I pass it as webdriver.gecko.driver. I pass it as gecko driver. Since we are passing it as an address, so it has to be in double quotes. And so this is the one. Now after this I actually create the object of the WebDriver. WebDriver driver equal to new mounted driver. Not much to be done, very basic. Now what I'll do is I need to first get the URL, driver.get. Now what URL I have to pass? I'll simply pass the URL as http://www.tutorialspoint.com, right? This is very easy now. Now what I'll do is I'll actually get the title of this URL, right? How do I do that? I have a functionality as get title. This will return me a string. So what I can do here is I can have a new string as the title of page equal to this. So here, then I come down and I sys out simply like what page or what is the title of this particular page. So title of the page. Now after this, I'll apply the thread.sleep method and I'll make the system or make the thread to sleep. So here we are supposed to pass the duration in milliseconds. I'll pass the duration as 2000 milliseconds, right? So what should happen is after the title of the page has appeared on the screen, the system should ideally wait for 2000 milliseconds, right? Now it is saying that this particular functionality or this particular function, can throw the interrupted exception, right? So what we will do is we will simply place this particular method into the try and catch block, right? Not much to be done, very simple, very basic. And I will not go to my WebDriver, I will stay on my Eclipse and see the working of this particular method. So this is the one, and it has, it will wait. Okay, let me put again something so that I can check that yes, I have got some of the wait time. Okay, so what do you want here now? Now what I can do is let me see what are the options. Driver dot get. Okay, I'll simply get the current URL. So I run this one again and I'm about to get the title. This is the one for 2000 milliseconds. The system stopped like after 2 seconds. This is the URL of the page. Okay, let me make it like 5000 milliseconds, right? So it's waiting for 5 seconds. Like, see, there is a gap. So you have been able to catch that. Yes, this is working fine now, right? So guys, this was the thread.sleep method for us. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you.